This is INCRadio, DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesianicristo.
These are the works of His mighty hands. In one voice, let's glorify our God. Faithful promises He made to the Church of Christ. The holy nation of God was never forsaken. Faithful promises fulfilled for the Church of Christ.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Phone a Friend on Tour, brought to you by INC Radio Oregon. I'm Sadie Pizarro, and I'll be your host for today. And I would just like to give my personal greetings to my parents, Mar and Melinda, Brother Jeremy, and Sister Nikki, all the way in the District of Virginia and the Carolinas, to the local congregation of Hillsboro, our resident minister, Brother Danny J. Angeles, and his family, as well as all of those brethren on the east side of Oregon District, including our Assistant Supervising District Minister, Brother Gino Ramilo, and his family, and of course to all of my friends and family in the Philippines, Brother Chris Baza and his wife, Sister Melody Jane, Brother RG Huario, and Brother Nathaniel Corpus. Magandang umaga sa inyong lahat at mag-ingat kayong palagi. So in our episode today, we will be covering our first stops eastward, Boise and Fruitland, Idaho. So what you can expect in our episode today is the story of the local congregation of Boise and Fruitland Group Worship Service, featured segments for the cities of Boise and Fruitland, as well as upcoming activities here in the District of Oregon. So make sure to share with us all of your thoughts and answers in the live chat. We love interacting with you and sharing all of your chats live. So without any further ado, let me introduce my co-host for today. You all know her and we all know her very well. We love her, Sister Jillian. Hello, Jillian.
Hello, Sadie, and hello to all our viewers. I am Jillian Pimentel, one of your hosts for today's broadcast as well. I would like to send out my greetings to my family, Brother June and Sister Annalisa Pimentel, as well as my nanay, Sister Leticia Nelson, our resident minister of the Roseburg Group Worship Service, Brother Albertson Macalintal and his family, and also a special hello to Brother Paulo Acuesta and his family, who is the resident minister of Boise Local Congregation and the Group Worship Service of Fruitland. Now, as Sadie said, we have explored the local congregations and group worship services in the states of Oregon, Southwest Washington, and even Northern California. Now, we're going to head east to learn more about the local congregation and group worship service that is as well part of the District of Oregon. Driving along the Columbia River Gorge into high desert landscapes and mountains of Oregon, it takes about 6 or 7 hours from Oregon's district office to our first stop, the state of Idaho, where we will explore the cities of Boise and Fruitland. Now, to start off our episode, we would like to share some city of Boise facts. Did you know that Boise is the capital city of Idaho? It's located on the Boise River. The city of Boise is in southwest Idaho, 41 miles or 66 kilometers east of Oregon's border, and about 110 miles or 177 kilometers north of Nevada's border. Boise is a unique blend of outdoor recreation, urban culture, high-tech growth, and a hub for adventure and innovation. Sadie, could you tell us a little bit more about Fruitland now?
Yes, let's get to know a little bit more about the city of Fruitland, Idaho. So Fruitland, Idaho lies along US Route 95, about 50 miles of Boise on the border of Oregon. It is being in the fertile Treasure Valley of Idaho along the Snake and Payette rivers, which makes it a center for farming and outdoor recreation like fishing and boating. And here's a fun fact that maybe a lot of you didn't know. So Fruitland is also known as the Big Apple of Idaho because its history as a major fruit producing area, especially when it comes to apple and plum orchards. But you don't have to take our word for it. Let's learn a little bit more about the state of Idaho from the brethren there, all the way in Boise and Fruitland. So, Kuya Tex, please play our first segment, Picture Perfect Postcards.
Picture perfect postcards.
Bruneau Dune State Park is home to the tallest single structured sand dune in North America. Located just an hour from Boise, the park is known for its massive dunes where visitors can hike, sandboard, and explore the desert area. It also features an observatory where at night you can see the stars using their powerful telescopes. Bogus Basin Mountain is a popular ski resort in the winter and an outdoor recreation area in the summer. Being less than 20 miles from Boise, it's become a favorite destination for both locals and visitors. During the winter, visitors come to ski, snowboard, and go tubing on the mountain. In the warmer months, the snow trails turn into hiking and mountain biking trails. There's even a mountain coaster that lets you view the surrounding landscape. Located just 20 minutes from downtown Boise, Lucky Peak Dam was completed in 1955 and is one of the main recreation spots near Boise. The lake behind the dam is popular for boating, fishing, swimming, and camping during the summer. The base of the dam also features a state park, and the surrounding area is great for mountain biking, climbing, hiking, and other activities. In 1988, a power plant was added, which meant the dam could produce clean energy through hydroelectricity. Today, it produces around 290 gigawatts annually, which is enough to power 100,000 homes in Boise.
Wow, we were able to see all of that beautiful landscape there in Idaho and even some of the beautiful history about it. But I'm also curious to hear about the history of the local congregation of Boise as well. Boise was established on September 29th, 2010, and they are reaching their 16th anniversary this year. So, Kuyatex, if you could go ahead and please play our Backstory Boulevard for the local congregation of Boise.
Backstory Boulevard.
Hi, I'm Sister Erilyn Owen from the local congregation of Boise.
Tell us the story of how you came to Boise, Idaho.
So I got married in Cebu, July 26, 1996, and my husband and I went to Hawaii. My husband asked me, "Do you want to live here or you want to go to Boise, Idaho?" And I never thought there is an Idaho in the USA. I only knew a few states in the US then. When we arrived in Boise, um, my husband took me to this house, the Glenn's house, where we gathered to listen to these cassette tapes, audio. There is just a prayer, and I was really sad. But then when we got into that place and we listened, feel a little better. We heard the sermons, we heard God's words, and we I was like, oh, thank you, God, for letting us worship you even in this way. And there's a family, a Sanchez family, and we have a visit from the minister in Portland, the district minister. That was the first time the district minister came and visited us and preached us, and that was really wonderful times. I remember him, teaching us to be strong. There was really a nice, memorable moments when they always brings us more brethren from Portland. It's like we have choirs, we have deacon, deaconesses, and it was really a good time.
What is the story of how Boise grew from a group worship service to a local congregation?
So we become a group worship service around 2002, and we are very, very glad also that because we have more and more brethren. Some militaries got transferred in Boise, in Mountain Home Air Base. So we keep growing. It was 2010 when we become a local congregation, and we are very excited when that arrived. I mean, it was it was nice to feel that finally we became a local congregation, because now we know that we can do more for the church. Now we know that we can, we can spread the words of God this part of the world.
How were the travels to worship service before Boise was established?
There were times that we traveled to Portland on special gatherings. And there are times that's so difficult to travel because of the weather, especially December. Many times that we feel like we might not be able to go home in one piece, but we know God is in our side. We love to go to Portland. You have that longing to worship in the house of God. Also glad that we have a worship service here in Idaho.
What are some of your memorable moments of the local congregation of Boise?
So the memorable things that I can't forget, when we went handing out a God's Message magazine or pasugo to a neighborhood set by group. I was with the Kadiwa or youth member in the church, and we knock. Some of them accept, some of them doesn't even open their doors. The girl opened the door and grabbed the God's Message magazine and threw it. A youth member of our group, he was like shocked, and he was like, Sister Era, what's going on? I stand tall and taught him that this is normal, because not everybody will accept us. And that was like a process of learning for him. I just told him, we have to go on, this is God's work, we have to go on, we have to continue. That will not stop us. We saw people in the street, and we just handed them the God's Message magazine too. So there was the rejection of one, but then there were more people who grabbed it and accepted us.
What is your message to our viewers?
Hi everyone. If you are planning to visit Idaho, we have worship services in Boise at 2201 West Woodlawn, Boise, Idaho 83702. And worship services days and hours are Wednesday 8 p.m., Saturday 10 a.m. And in Twin Falls, we have Thursday at 7:30 p.m. and Saturday 7:30 p.m. also. And the address is 3799 North 3560 East, Kimberly, Idaho 83341.
What is your message to the church administration?
To our executive minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, I thank you so much po for all your guidance. Thank you so much po for never forgetting us. We are very far. This part of the world is needing the God's words, and you have allowed us to be here, and you have helped us to spread God's words here by approving to have the group worship service here and local congregation in Idaho. Thank you so much po. I love you so much po.
Wow, what a beautiful and very inspiring story from our sister all the way out there in Idaho, and a great invitation for not just brethren here in the District of Oregon, but everyone viewing our presentation today to go and visit Idaho, because it's one of those places that you don't really think about visiting, but we can already see from all of the clips from our brethren that there is something to look forward to when going to Idaho. So let's continue exploring the state. And I bet everyone is looking forward to this segment. Kuya Tex, please play our next segment, Taste of the Town.
Taste of the town.
Hey everyone, I'm Abby, and I'll be taking you to one of my favorite places here to eat in Idaho. Let's go! Founded in 2009 and is well known in Idaho for its wide selection of fries and burgers. Most of their ingredients are locally sourced, which is something they're really proud of. They also make all of their sauces in-house, and they're designed to go well with basically anything on the menu. Because of the endless combinations and high-quality local ingredients, it has become a popular spot for both locals and visitors. Alrighty, so there were so many food combinations it was hard to decide, but I ended up getting the bison burger with gold fries. Let's give it a try. It was really good. One of my favorite combos here is the blueberry ketchup sauce with sweet potato fries. It's a must try. Now it's time for dessert. Let's go check it out. Opened in Nampa, Idaho in 2018 and has quickly exploded in popularity. The shop has a vibrant, unique atmosphere and is well known for its high-quality baked goods, shakes, and ice cream. They also switch up their flavors every week, so there's always something new to try. So I was gonna order huckleberry ice cream, which is an Idaho favorite, but unfortunately it's only a seasonal item. So I ended up getting Cookie Monster ice cream, which has chocolate and cookie dough. Let's give it a taste. I have so many other food places to show you all, but I'm already so full. So I guess that means we'll have to come visit Boise. Thank you so much for watching. I had so much fun. Bye!
Wow, another invitation for all of us to go to Boise, Idaho. This is so great that we're meeting our brethren all the way in Idaho, and they really want everyone to visit them. But now let's go into our other group worship service that's out there in Idaho. Let's talk about Fruitland Group Worship Service. So they were established on March 24th, 2017, and this month they're celebrating their 9th anniversary. So happy anniversary to the group worship service of Fruitland. And now let's go into the Backstory Boulevard for Fruitland. Kuya Tex, please play our next segment, Backstory Boulevard, Fruitland.
Backstory Boulevard.
Hello, everyone. I'm Brother Greg Garner. I'm the overseer of the group worship service of Fruitland, Idaho.
Tell us the story of how you came to Fruitland, Idaho.
In 2005, we came from Palm Springs, California, and we moved to Boise, Idaho. It was in March of 2005, and we were attending worship service at Sister Era Owens' residence.
Where were worship services held when you arrived to Boise?
It was a group worship service at that time. In 2006, we were living in a Boise subdivision. We were looking at other properties at the time and found a property in Fruitland, Idaho. There were other brethren living in the Fruitland area that were having difficulty attending the worship service in Boise because of the distance. I saw this as an opportunity to help our brethren in the Fruitland area, which is about an hour away from Boise, to attend the worship service.
How was the Fruitland Group Worship Service established?
In 2016, I was asked by Brother Warren Maneha, who was the resident minister at that time in Boise, if I would consider having a worship service in Fruitland. I said yes, and the initial worship service was on June 6, 2016.
Where is the place of worship for Fruitland Group Worship Service?
I offered a part of my house to be a place of worship here in Fruitland.
How do you feel that your home is being used as a place of worship?
I think that's one of the greatest blessings that I've ever received in my life.
What are your memorable experiences in the group worship service of Fruitland?
Having the worship service in Fruitland is the biggest thing that we had. We were under the care of several ministers initially who were assigned to Fruitland. And then we are now currently under the care of the minister in Boise from 2017 to 2023. We were able to baptize brethren from Fruitland group worship service using our place of worship.
What is your message to our viewers?
I'm inviting all the viewers, if they wish to visit us here in Fruitland during the worship service. We're located at 1865 Southwest 3rd Avenue in Fruitland. Our worship service is every Thursday and Saturday at 7:30 p.m.
What is your message to the church administration?
We are very thankful to our Lord God for placing a strong administration within this church under the leadership of our beloved executive minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, along with our deputy executive minister, Brother Angelo V. Manalo. They care for all the brethren throughout the world, no matter how remote the place of worship is.
Wow, I don't know about you, Sadie, but I am learning so much about Fruitland and Boise, and just having all this information available to us is so awesome because we're able to learn so much about our local congregation and group worship service there in Idaho. And I think our viewers are feeling the same way, which is why I want to read a few live chats that are coming from over there in the live chat. We have a Remedios Serenilio who says, I'm watching in Bloomingdale, Great Lake. Hi, my daughter Erilyn in Kimberly, Boise. And also I have another chat here from Sister Princess Tan who says, hello everyone po. I am Sister Princess Tan, local of Bloomingdale, District of Great Lakes. Hi, my Ate Era. How about you, Sadie? Do you have any live chats there that you wanted to share with us too?
Yes, let's share one of them. It's from Brother Andrew Santa Monica. Greeting Brother Josh and Sister Abby, the ones that are contributing to our segments. Hello from #Seattle, as well as to all of our avid viewers. We have our CFO coordinator, Brother Rod Christopher Reyes, greeting everyone here that is watching our program today. We also have our another minister in the District of Oregon, Brother Arman Kigingin, also greeting our avid viewers as well. So, what other live chats do you have, Jillian?
Yeah, I have one here from a sister, Jen Hanley. She's from the local congregation of Vancouver, who says she always thought about visiting Idaho, Boise. And after today's episode, Sadie, I'm sure all of us are really excited to go visit there in Idaho as well. We would like to thank you all for joining us in our episode today of Phone a Friend on Tour, and we look forward to continuing to learn more about our local congregations in our district as our season continues. And we would also are excited to hear about some of those activities that are being held in our district as well. So if our Kuya Text could please help us play our District of Oregon News Bulletin.
Oregon Bulletin.
The month of February has been filled with many great Christian family organizations meetup activities across the District of Oregon. Let's head over to the local congregation of Albany, where they had a Kadiwa socializing for the unmarried 18 years old and above. The Kadiwa members were also supported by their local congregation and their resident minister, Brother Nerio Kitoriano. During their socializing, each Kadiwa member took their turn in drawing their selected subject on the whiteboard, and the others guessed what they were drawing. The benefits of playing guessing games and drawing pictures for our young adult members are improving communication skills, creative thinking, problem solving, social interaction, and learning opportunities. It shows that they all enjoyed each other's company and most importantly, their faith is strengthened and edified. Another activity held at the local congregation of Albany was organized by the Binhi members who are baptized between the ages of 12 and 17 and included a socializing activity. They are also supported by the resident minister, Brother Nerio Kitoriano, and the brethren of their local congregation. Socializing is integral to our youth members, which is part of the activity. They also played a word guessing game. They took turns acting out the word, phrase, or title without saying it. There are so many takeaways from the activity, such as fostering connections and emotional expressions. At the end of the activity, their faith was strengthened, their brotherhood united, and they are already looking forward to the next Christian Family Organization meetup. Now, let's go to the local congregation of Hillsboro. The Binhi members held a crafting activity on picture frame making for their meetup. This activity was a chance for the young members' creativity to come to life as they laid out the paintbrushes, bright paint colors, and craft supplies. They were having so much fun that the Kadima members joined them as well. This was a creative outlet for the youth to develop creativity and imagination. With the beautiful art pieces they created, they could give them to a loved one or keep them for their art collection. Through the enjoyment of being together, they strengthened their faith and friendships. Reporting for Oregon Bulletin, this is Flo Guillermo from the INCRadio Oregon Satellite Studio.
Wow, I love hearing about all of the district and local congregation activities that we are able to hold here in our district. And we'd also like to go ahead and greet many of our birthday celebrants. We would like to say happy birthday, which is actually today, March 7th, to our sister Caitlin Angeles from the local congregation of Hillsboro, and as well as to sister Kathleen Selena from the local congregation of Portland. Next week on March 14th, we have the birthday of our little sister Riley J. Guillermo from the local congregation of Vancouver, who is turning 3 years old. And also earlier this week, we were celebrating the birthday of Brother Daniel Delaney. Now, I would also like to read one more live chat here. I have the Cavero family from Boise greeting us there in the live chat. And now I'm going to go ahead and hand it off to you, Sadie, for any additional things you'd like to end off our episode with.
Yes, Jillian, thank you. And we actually have a greeting here from our live chat. So it says, "Good morning po sa lahat ng nakasubaybay. Pagbati po mula sa Gatman family ng lokal ng Dansol Albay." All the way there in the Philippines. They're watching us today. Maraming nanonood na may tungkulin po sa lokal. Binabati po kayong lahat. And thank you so much. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat for watching our program, even though it's so early in the morning there in the Philippines. So at this point, we would like to thank the following brethren who helped make our broadcast possible. Our Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, our Deputy Executive Minister, Brother Angelo Eranio V. Manalo, Brother Moises C. Cadusale, our District Supervising Minister, Brother Gino Remilo, our Assistant District Minister, Brother Wally Taray, our INCRadio Station Manager, Brother Edwin Asibuque, our Overseeing Minister, Brother Manly Andaya, our Executive Producer, of course, our behind-the-scenes crew here at INCRadio Oregon, as well as those brethren from Idaho who have helped contribute to our broadcast, Sister Abigail and Brother Joshua Cavero, Sister Rhea Peralta, Sister Jennifer Castillo, and Sister Lexi Acuesta. Thank you so much for helping us in our broadcast today. We really appreciate it. And now to everybody watching our program, remember to subscribe to INC Radio DZEM 954. Continue to like this broadcast and share it with all of your friends and family who would be interested. And we always look forward to seeing you in our episodes, especially our episode next week, all about Great Falls, Montana. So, again, thank you so much for joining us on our virtual tour of Boise and Fruitland, Idaho. Hope everyone has a great day. Bye.
Bye.